Papa, you can't wait for me to explain now. I'll leave it. What on now? You can judge people.
I didn't ask you a question, sorry.
You can judge people like you can here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, you say when I move from here, I'll free. You say when I move from here, I'll free. You said one talk again. I wanted to mean it. Who talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, not looking, hi, you looking, hi, looking. Then you want post another more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office. I go explain.
I think you explain to me that you come to get fair. You say you get a tea to the man. After you get a tea to the man, and you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I'll not fair.
Nobody, you getting very. You say ask me too much question. Hey, there's me things. Say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then you.
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go ahead now.
Go to school. The English say and the English.
Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Sorry.
Say Ali, you take time. You take time.
I'm taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Say I can take time
to explain.
Yeah,
Okay.
If I tell you things I did in Bagam before you were born, you will feel discouraged. We were the one that's speaking chicken here, but today I can't do it. I want to be honest with you people. I don't want to tell you people a fairy tale story that you're going and do something. I'm being honest with you people.
You said during the UFO days in Bong, you were one person who used to steal chicken.
I'm proud of that too.
And today coming back to tell the Liberian people that you want to have an elected position or occupy an elected position. Don't you think someone may refer to you as an old criminal?
And not me, one to pour me, I will take it. I did it at that time.
500 sitting there, and they go with their assigned where there used to be at least 100 people during our time. You got 500 sitting there, and they go with their assigned salaries out of structure completely. We're going to cut them down. You don't need all of these. Where there used to be at least 100 people during our time, you got 500 sitting there, and they go with their assigned salaries out of structure completely. We're going to cut them down. You don't need all of these. Where there used to be at least 100 people during our time, you got 500 sitting there, and they go with their assigned salaries out of structure completely. We're going to cut them down. You don't need all of these.
We will not fail you. We will work for you. And this is what we're doing. You listen to me in the church. I don't have to repeat myself. Everything that they say is wrong, that they don't want to spoil it. All the beauty that is here, that we don't want to fix it. Anything what they're looking for, what they say they're tired, that they don't want to spoil it. And that's what we're trying to fix. They're tired. Why are they tired? How can you be tired and you're walking? Your stomach is tired. Those people, they sit down, they eat well, and you see your children to spoil the country. But not be like them. We came to the political arrangement. We came to the arrangement with vigor. We came with peace. And we attained the victory that never lead us today. Now because of you today, we have education. Now because of you today, our literary roles have been paid. Now because of you today, we made inflation at 27%, 99%. So don't let them tell you otherwise. Liberia is 175 years old, 171 years old. What we see in the 4 years, we have not seen it. In the 4 years, you build our economy, infrastructure, that because of you today, we got more hospitals. Previous government, they depend on the hospital that were here before. But we pay a new one. We are your right leaders. And I want to thank all of the newcomers, those wise people that change. They say wise men changes, but our art, wise men and wise women changes. So I want to thank all of the young people, the first time voters, and the newcomers that are making a mistake to be with the family. This is the right family for you. We will depend on you for us to continue our developmental exercise.
That's why you have to protect it. If they think they will see this election, you will not allow it. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country. We're not going to allow that to happen.
Bad people will use electronic and print media. They use everything to promulgate dirty propaganda. So they take advantage of that and they spread their own dirty propaganda to outpower us, to outsmart us, to dirty us around the world. So investors cannot come here because you want to come. They'll be afraid. That's their intention, not to allow investors to come. So they do all kinds of things.
You can leave there all. Okay, the ball crossed there by Joseph Waka. He crossed the bottom. And the fee is jam far. If you decide to come on the field, you can leave the all. But the ball crossed there by Joseph Waka. He crossed the ball to Prince Joseph, but Joseph Waka was attacked there by Smith Tobey, who is the presidential press secretary. Smith Tobey collects the ball. He crossed the ball over there. He laying hands of George Weah. George Weah breaks the ball. He passes the ball there to Clara Weah. Clara Weah connects her teammate, Joao Taylor. Joao Taylor. He kicked the ball there. He lay in Jefferson Koji. And Jefferson Koji moved around very carefully. And he crossed the ball there. Oh my goodness! Someone fell out. Oh my goodness! Someone fell out. But he was stopped there by Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson who killed though. And continues to bring war into the country, splitting people. And by the correlation of Democratic teams, we are very peaceful. We are looking at the Unity Party. And to be peaceful, Prince Johnson collects the ball. He kicked the ball there. Laying hands of Joseph Niman Pueka, an old man, but today he's very strong on the feet. This old man ruled, and Eddie Johnson came for 12 years, and there's nothing in your home. And Joseph Pueka kicked the ball. But Joseph Pueka is moving, but he was stopped there. But Tumafala. For next teammate, he kicked the ball, he laid hands on Bobo Timo. And Bobo Timo collects the ball. He put a long kick there. And the ball laid hands on Joao Taylor. And Joao Taylor breaks the ball. She moves down. And that's to be a trouble. She crossed the ball to George Weah. George Weah score. George Weah score. I see Prince George is very hungry. He's walking up to Joseph Waka and advancing Jeremiah Koo, who is the more intelligent army in Nima County. This game, we have 30 seconds for first half in the game. And just here, the ball was sent to them by Joseph Waka. Joseph Waka is talking to Prince Johnson to counter. He crossed the ball to Prince Johnson. And Prince Johnson breaks the ball. And that's to be a trouble. Prince Johnson was stopped there by Smith Tobey, the presidential press secretary. The Smith Tobey put a long kick there and laying hands on Joao Taylor. And Joao Taylor moved that sincerity upon country rejoicing here for they are testing here for Joao Taylor. Joao Taylor breaks the ball. Guess what I want to find Mirabro. And Mirabro looks around very carefully. Connects the ball to Jefferson Koji. And Jefferson Koji moves down. And that's going to be a trouble. But it was stopped there by Prince Johnson. And Prince Johnson, I think fancy here. On the ANC, that wages, I think, Nyamli Kangalores, I also see, I see good player here. And want to play to back the Unity Party. But the correlation of Democratic is working hard to beat anybody and bring political rebellion in this country. Okay, Prince Johnson, he all wore green, red, and blue. Okay, Prince Johnson collects the ball. The ball was deflected, it went outside. And that's could be a trouble here. No problem to the correlation of Democratic teams. The ATS here today. And we have international level here. We have the ECOWAS. We also have the United Nations here. I think Pyongyang is here for North Korea and backing the correlation of the Democratic teams. Pyongyang. Okay, the ball was thrown there by Joseph Waka. He threw the ball to Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson breaks the ball very carefully. He looks around. He connects Dara Zero. And Dara Zero move ahead. But he was stopped there by Smith Tobey. Smith Tobey, the presidential press secretary, crossed the ball to Mirabro. He played in the midfield there. He played for the Unity Party before. But now, the coalition of Democratic teams, she pledged her vote to the correlation of democracy. Maribor, oh my goodness, Maribor, but he was stopped there. And I seen the referee running there for Prince Johnson with a yellow card. Prince Johnson, yellow card that Prince Johnson for his disgruntled behavior as an old killer who have all the opium fund in Nima County, accusing the government of drugs, even when he was senator during the early left government, drugs were still in the country, and Prince Johnson smoked opium more than anybody in the world. Okay, Prince Johnson, just what I want to make clearly. He kicked the ball over, he lay in the hands of Joseph Walker. I think Joseph Walker failed, and Joseph Walker taking coup. Joseph Walker crossed the ball over, and the ball lay, and that could be in trouble. Joseph Walker, he was stopped there by George Weah. And George Weah connects the teammate there, Clara Weah there to Timothy Weah. Timothy Weah, the whole thing is so Weah here. Timothy Weah, he crossed the ball there to Chan Weah. Chan Weah, that could be a trouble. Chan Weah connects the teammate there, Tomofala. And you know Tomofala, one of the steel players here, and the men are controlling the whole Somalia draft. But now in local country, the people crying for any Somalia draft. Tomofala, but he was stopped at Prince Johnson. He issued another yellow card. It's an infringement against the Prince Johnson will get a red card in the game. The game here is very serious. Prince Johnson here kicking people, playing fire here. And I know that Prince Johnson get gone here on their feet. This game is very serious. Okay, according on the VAR, the halftime, I will get back to you later. I'll go back to my studio. I take the police 6.2 FN and bring you all of your players on the football field. Today, I see just we are laughing and working. So Clara we are, and also Clara we are.
Distinguished colleagues, this is a two-phase issue.
This is a critical issue in this country, and we must stand up and speak it. Because for you to use the fact that prior to printing, it means you already tell me print. But before you print, come up to me.
There is nothing in that paragraph that indicated that money should be printed. The essence of this exercise, the essence of this exercise is to know the facts. Everybody will have the opportunity to ask questions if you so desire.
Foya District, Lofa County is currently blue. If you have your uncle, your auntie in Foya District, Foya is kind of blue. We are hopeful to speak with Emmanuel Soa. Alexa, I'm hopeful that we'll have the opportunity to speak with Emmanuel Soa. Emmanuel Soa is a journalist from Radio Makona in Foya District, Lofa County. The CDC is currently in Foya District. The Liberian president, His Excellency Dr. George Weah, is currently in Foya, being accompanied by Madam Joa Howard Taylor, Her Excellency Madam Joa Howard Taylor, First Lady Claire Marie Decotiwea, and the rest of the folks from the governmental level. Kweku Pepsi Yeke, Len Eugene Nangbe, Jesse Kobwe, and the rest of the folks, Samora Pisa Wolokoli, I'm told, will be en route to Lofa County, Sekou Kole, and the rest of the folks in Lofa County, Judy Fatomawea, and the rest of the other people are making sure that the president's stay in Lofa County is going to be politically charged. Too many things happen in the country. The Honorable Minister of Internal Affairs, Minister Vani Salif, is actively involved with the local political arrangement there on the county tour. We are hopeful to speak with Emmanuel Soa of Radio Makona to tell us how is Foya City at the moment. We are told that the Tamatelo City Hall is going to be dedicated by President George Weah. That City Hall project got the energy when we visited Foya District during the course of the national county tour of the President of Liberia. That was somewhere in 2021. I remember Alexa and I, with the rest of the team members of Freedom Radio Liberia, toured the northern part of Liberia with Foya District under the spotlight. It was a very interesting moment. Something very interesting happened. But that is what we can say. We are all part of the history struggle. On today's edition of the show, we rumble into too many things. The Liberian Council of Churches. I would say after a series of pressure, after several pressure from civil society actors, the media with specific reference to Freedom, Bana, and Kings FM, the Liberian Council of Churches was able to issue a statement on today condemning what Joe Boakai, Yeka Koluba, and Prince Johnson said about ending Liberia. Today, we look into the statement of the Liberian Council of Churches. Although it is late, it is very, very late, but it is still appropriate. Better late than never. That is what the folks would normally say. And so today we're going to have a lot more to talk about that issue. Right here on the People Station. By the way, the Council of Churches has been presided over by the Honorable Reverend Reeves, Samuel Reeves of the Providence Baptist Church. Reverend Reeves is the former vice political leader of the Movement for Economic Empowerment, the move of the former CBO governor, Dr. Mills Jones. So that is what it is. We tell you more about what is attaining from that identical press statement. We are also going to be running into too many of the things making the news in Liberia. During the course of the second segment, we play host to a team of keke and motorbike riders across Liberia. They have an intention to support the re-election bid of the president. By 5 o'clock, 5:15 thereabout, we will host keke and motorbike riders. They will tell us why they think the president should be re-elected, as they intend to endorse the Liberian leader on Saturday of this week. Yeka Koluba is having some political turmoil as Josephine Davis is currently launching her campaign in District Number 10. What is it from that angle? Too many things to talk about in the country. We take a few bars of our theme song. When we come back, we have words from our sponsor, Crime Stoppers Liberia. And subsequently, Alexa and I will rumble into the issues making the news in Liberia and the rest of our one planet. And let's take a break. We'll be right back.
About music, there are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority, that it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door, whether you rich or you poor. If you see you must target, and I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Okay, all right. So welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9, the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. Alexa, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Oliver, and I would like to say good day to all of you out there. However, where you join, I also like to say welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9 FM. We have a lot to talk about today, and I think before we even go into our discussion for the day, I already have my highlight of today, and that's basically the scene I'm watching from afar in Foya District. So, I mean, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. It is like really impressive. So, like to say welcome, and we're hoping to get someone from that part of the country to definitely tell us what's going on, to definitely give us the different updates we need because we're yet to get all of the different happenings in Lofa County, specifically Foya District. So, however, will you join us? Would like to say welcome.
Okay, so basically oh my God, we're kind of trying our best to connect with somebody from Foya District, Emmanuel Soa of Radio Marcona. Emmanuel Soa of Radio Marcona is on the standby, but we're finding it difficult to have Emmanuel Soa. Foya is overly blue at the moment. I don't know what's happening, but it seems that Thomas Fala is pulling the trick, and this is exactly what I think is happening here. But while we await the crowd, the call from Emmanuel Soa of Radio Makona, I do not know what could be credited to the huge turnout of the CDC in Foya district, a district that is the home territory of Mr. Joe Boaka. I don't know what could be. I don't know what could be. The reason behind the huge turnout the CDC is receiving, other than what Thomas Fala has done personally from his personal intervention in Foya district, and secondly, what the Liberian government under the CDC arrangement was able to do with reference to agricultural activities in the district, I'm told. Also, the construction of a modern city hall facility, the Tambatelo City Hall in Foya district. That project got underway somewhere around 2019 when Major Jefferson Koji Thomas Fala, on the instruction of the president, thought it wise to have Foya City given a facelift. And from the governmental angle as well, we are told that Foya City, benefited from an initiative that sought to have the major streets in Foya paved with concrete, pavement. And so I think, Alexa, I may be wrong on it, but I think the people of Foya have decided to appreciate what they've seen in a period of 5 to 6 years. They want to be grateful to what they've seen. They want to be grateful to what they're witnessing, and so they thought to support Thomas Fala, who is running there as a representative, and also support the president, who has instructed Fala, Koji, and the rest of the folks to go to Foya and say, look, no matter the result Foya gave us in 2017, no matter the political numbers we had in 2017, in as much as sons and daughters of Foya are key influential people in the CDC government, it is essential that we give them the support that they would need, because they, on the other hand, have been able to adequately address some of the issues confronting us as a district and city, Foya district and Foya city. So the town hall, the pavement of the streets, some other agricultural activities, including personal investment that TIFA took to the county. Remember the residential duplex TIFA has in Lofa, in Foya, that was able to give the city an extra facelift. When people see these personal developmental initiatives being done in their areas, especially by people who are from there, they tend to want to lean onto that side because there is a difference between tradition and what affects, the personal interests of individuals in a particular area. And so the number, yes, it could be a challenging thing in Lofa because that is the home county of Mr. Bwaka. But one thing that we are seeing from what is happening in Lofa County at the moment is that Bwaka may not get the number of votes he had in 2017 because of what Thomas Falar, what Moses Colley, what Judy Fatoma Weah, what Sekou Kole, Mariam Fofana, and the rest of the folks are doing deep down into the Kwanu Boni area, the Masabola home area, the Zozo, the Bandi land, and what Foya is demonstrating through the involvement of Koji, Jefferson Koji, through the involvement of Thomas Fala, Salia, O Kemara at the level of the Wash Commission, and the rest of the folks. What they are doing, I think, it is going to alter the first. I mean, maybe that could be hard. It is going to erase the first result that Mr. Bwaka had in 2017. And if he is to get a lot of number from Lofa County, it will be a very serious reduction from what it was in 2017. That is something that we can say for sure. And so, yeah, I'm not surprised. Perhaps you have some other observation, Alexa. Then we can move on to other issues.
Okay, so firstly, I think that is an impressive turnout out there because a lot of people have already said that is like a space where you have the Unity Party, because of course the former vice president is from that county and it has always gone his way. All of the different electoral processes we've held, he has always gone his way. So people didn't actually expect that we'll have a lot of people out there today for the president. I mean, I'm talking about Foya, really, because that's where the former vice president is from. So people did not expect to have a lot of folks out there to welcome the president, to, definitely embrace the president. People did not actually expect that. But the fact that now we're saying from afar, you have a lot of young people, you have the elderly, you have a lot of people out there. And, they've embraced the president. So I think it goes back to a point where people always want to, appreciate an effort, Oliver. People always want to give back. It doesn't necessarily have to mean, you have to do that instantly, because we've had moments where, of course, you've had, some things to be done. Yet some people were still focusing on tradition. Some people were still, focusing on, oh, this person is my uncle based on tradition. This person is my grandfather. So I'm definitely now going to go the other way. But now there has been a transition where you have a lot of people, they're choosing development over, some sort of tradition. As much as we respect tradition, now people are not 100% attached to that as, a means to definitely choose your leaders, or as a means to definitely have someone you look up to. So I think the different initiatives that have been held, the different initiatives that are currently ongoing right now in Lofa County, the people of Lofa have seen that as a moment where they're supposed to go in a direction where you have a lot of things to be done. And now you're definitely benefiting from these things that are being done. It is no longer about, oh, this person is your uncle, so you're just going to support your uncle because it is said that he is your uncle. But now it is no longer, that case. You have people supporting, a space where they think they are benefiting from that space. They're definitely going in a direction where they have seen the different changes. They've seen transition. And that's exactly where people want to go to give back to the president. People want to go to give back to, the respective leaders of their county, because you have a lot of people who have done a lot of people. So I think that is like a very great thing today out there. And right now, I guess I can safely say there will be some sort of change in Lofa County for the general elections. And I'm sure what the CDC never had before, something that the CDC has never had before in Lofa County, this is the moment where it all, going to change. So you're going to have some sort of improvement in the different numbers. You're going to have a lot of people to go the way of the CDC right now, based on different things that they're seeing, based on the transformation, based on just a lot more. There are some people who, for the first time, they're saying, like for the city hall. I remember we went for the president's county tour at that time. We saw exactly how it was, and today you have it. It is like 100% amazing, and you have a lot of people to see that. So people are also happy. You have people now who are saying, lights all on the street of Foya, the street, of course, that is like a really amazing. And then what Thomas Fowler has actually done, the people actually call, his whole space or mansion right now, because it is a very, very huge space. And that is a huge development. It is like on the side of infrastructure that is like 100% okay. And then we'll go back to the Hatchel, right? People did not actually think they would have had that. And today, of course, you have that right now, and it is still underway where there will be some sort of completion, and then you have a lot of different spaces, the different districts to benefit. You have Kola Home benefiting from that, you have Foya benefiting from that. So people now are drawn to the fact that a lot of developmental activities are being done, regardless of the fact that the president is not from Lofa County yet. He has prioritized that county, and he has a lot that, of course, he has done in that space, and a lot is actually going on right now. So the people of Alofa County, they've shown that, they're not ungrateful people. They've shown that they're not ingrates. They've shown that they want to give back to you when you, definitely have them in your agenda, when you have them on a list where they're, of the priorities you have. So they're just trying to give back. And I think that will definitely speak in numbers when we go to vote on October 10. So this is not like, Monrovia or Monserrate where you will have all the people come here because of this. No. The folks I'm saying out there, it seems very, very genuine, Oliver. It seems really, really fair. It seems genuine. It seems balanced, that a lot of them are out there, not because they just want to see, not because they just want to, be in the graces of the president. No, they're out there because they have seen all of the things that are being done right now. So they want to be there to appreciate the president. They want to be there to definitely, embrace and welcome the president. That, of course, you've done a lot. Your government has done a lot, and we're here to say thank you. And we're here to tell you that, of course, we are going to support you. So that is an amazing, amazing moment. It is like historic, in fact, a historic moment right now that, of course, we're still alive to see exactly what is happening in that part of the country from afar. So that is like really, really great. And I'm still hoping that we could, get a hold of Emmanuel so he can, tell us what exactly is going on out there. So that is like really amazing. That's a big impression. And, we look forward to exactly how that would definitely play out during the, general elections. Seriously.
Okay. All right. So basically, those are things that we are following up on. Yesterday, we had a team of individuals from the Josephine Davis campaign structure. Today is the launch, and maybe we can just share with some of our folks who are following the conversation. This is exactly what Josephine Davis campaign launch looked like today. You had a lot of folks from district number 10 turning in, making it their duty to assemble. And so, yeah, that's what you can have. That's the Josephine Davis effect on District 10 election now. So Foya is already. Foya is already turning blue as we speak. We're still establishing contacts with Emmanuel Sowa, but if that doesn't happen, then we will be left with no other option than to move to other critical issues.
Just before we go to that, yesterday, prior to today, you had a lot of people on the social media, as well as calling on different platforms. They were being comical about what happened yesterday, or what has been happening. So they had an expectation that you have the folks from Lofa County to abandon or to disregard the president's presence in the county. And I think today, I hope we can have them back to continue what they actually started yesterday, because I'm yet to see a lot of them.
These are numbers from Lofa.
I'm actually yet to see Oliver, stop. I'm actually yet to see the different posts, the different comments, because yesterday you had a lot of them. Oh no, the people have disregarded the president's presence. The people have abandoned the president in Lo-Fi County. And I mean, the story has changed. So today we have a lot of different media outlets, and they're live on the social media, they're live on the radio. So today we're not getting all of the comical comments. We're not getting all of those different things that were basically meant to be trolls or something, however you guys will want to call it. So today here we are, and I'm still waiting for that, but I think Lo-Fi County has done a great job. I think FOIA has done an amazing job, and that is a great thing to give back to someone whenever the person takes you as a priority, whenever you're incorporated when it comes to things that are on the agenda or things that are first on the agenda. So that is a very, very good thing, and I'm sure they're doing this with another expectation to have the president to do more of exactly what he has started. Because whenever a person starts to do something, Oliver, you would definitely want that person to continue more, because you're already impressed, you're already enjoying what the person has already started. So the folks think that once the president is given another mandate, he's going to do more of exactly what has been done in Lo-Fi County. So that is amazing, really.
Okay, that is amazing. And so we're still rumbling across the country. Getting all of what we need to.
And also, also the president is expected in Nimba very soon. And trust me, I saw from some of the mobilization, I don't know how they call it, team or what, from the CDC. I saw the momentum, and it is like really, really great again. Like
hopefully, I'm going to be in Nimba.
Yeah, great.
I'm hopefully going to be in Nimba for the.
So you already have a lot of people. As I saw from someone just in Gompa, right, Gompa City, you had a lot of people out, and they can't wait to have the president there. So we're basically following all of these different campaign activities, and we're here though, and I'm sure other people are following. People who consider themselves as independent people, they're also following. And when the time reaches, I guess we'll be here to make another comment, because I know exactly some of the folks from the other side will say, oh, they won't happen, or that won't happen. Everybody is watching right now, and we know what will happen at the end of the day. So we'll be here again.
Okay, we'll be here again, and the
Oliver, I don't like.
No, I'm not doing anything. But so I mean, forgive me. I don't feel like being political today. I don't know why, but I just don't.
I think I know why, but no comment.
Explain it. Yeah, I just don't. I just don't have that political. If you're listening to the show, you know 100% that I'm not that political today, and the reason is because sometimes, you run through the political stuff. You have a lot of conversation. Then you remember that Liberians are not ungrateful. The number that we saw in Lo-Fi County is an attestation of doing your job in the day and reaping the benefits in the night. That is a clear demonstration of what we are witnessing in Lo-Fi. Look, this is no disrespect to Mr. Bwaka. And I hold Mr. Bwaka in high esteem. It's just that he has allowed himself to be used by a few group of people who, in their opinion, are of the belief that they didn't benefit anything from the UP's government. They started to enjoy very late. Maybe they were not given the chance to, run things, because that era was dominantly presided over by imported bureaucrats. I mean, super Liberians, those who they brought from the US to come and preside over different ministries and agencies. Today, a little over 80% of the top governmental positions, I mean the senior managerial positions in the Unity Party's government, over 80% of the individuals who occupied those positions are no longer in Liberia. That is just clear. We cannot find Augustine Gaffin in the country. I mean, he's roaming. He's in and out. He's not stationed here. You can find Asa Ade. Asa Ade was at the Ministry of Commerce. You cannot find Antoinette, Weeks from the Ministry of Public Works. I mean, Judy Moore is not here. And so the list is endless. Christiana Ta, the Minister of Justice. There are too many folks who were in the Ellings administration, the Unity Party's administration, the Joe Baka's administration, that you can no longer see today on the soils of Liberia is because they were imported bureaucrats. Now, for them, they're still outside. They're doing the different households in different countries. Some of them reside, but most of them sitting in America, eating on the little money that they took off from the country legally and the one in the store too. They're managing it. I mean, I'm being honest, right? Some of them eating the legal money that they got through salaries, and the extra money where the store, that what they're managing on. Some of them ain't working. And so you have a few group of people who did not, steal to a greater extent. Also, a few group of them did not also generate a lot of money from the legal perspective through salaries and different contracts and other stuff. So this group of people, this entire group, these are individuals that did not get a good portion of the elephant meat under the UP's arrangement. And so for them to see the Pape as the beacon of hope, the channel through which they can rise to prominence, they can rise to the occasion of governing the country and calling all the shots. So even if it means telling Joe Baka to threaten that Liberia will end, they will have to say it. And because he's an old man, who is winding down, so sometimes it is so late for Mr. Baka to actually calculate, and think about some of the things they propose to him, and he will just go ahead and make the decision at the end of the day when he is in his sober reflective period. That's when he tend to to say, look, I think I made a mistake. I shouldn't have said that. But to come out and apologize, it is a difficult thing because the same desperate people are telling him when you apologize, it means you defeat yourself.
Yeah, it defeats the purpose of.
Yeah. When you apologize, in real sense, if you look at Baka is at a level where he is willing to tell Liberian people, say, sorry, that's what I thought my mom made accident. I mean, he's at a level where I think he may want to have it, but the folks around him are telling him, don't do it. To say that, it means you've defeated yourself, and that is where the issue of honesty, the issue of maturity, and the issue of responsible governance will come in. But that is a different conversation for a different day. All right? But what I think is that the Lofa demonstration of support to the president is not something surprising to us. Lofians are not ungrateful. There is no county in this country where you have the citizens of that county being so ungrateful, except future electoral data will prove. All right? Now, the people are looking at the traditional alignment. This man is our uncle. He has been vice president for 12 years. We've supported him all through. Today, he's the major opposition political leader in the country. George Weah is not from our county. He has no link with our county. But he's the president of Liberia. Now, this our uncle has been vice president for 12 years. In the 12 years period, we have not seen one piece of quota touch the Lofa soil. George Weah from here, it is on his watch that between Bronx County to come to us in the Salaye district area, I'm not talking about Salaye City itself, it is George Weah who is on record of bringing the Black Road, the Kota Road, across the Lofa Bridge. So I think, since we are man young, and I want an uncle in old, and you get Prince Justin there, feeling talking, say they just want using, so Jeremiah Kun will be the one to do the work. It is better we stick with Weah, although Weah is not from here in Lofa, but Weah was able to recruit a lot of our sons and daughters of Lofa County who are major decision makers in steering the affairs of Liberia with him. And this is where the Lofians have made the ultimate decision to support Mr. President outside of the traditional uncle, nieces, and nephew relationship. Now, for you to think that Lofians are going to disregard Mr. Bwaka, you're joking. I mean, you're making a mistake. But what Lofians are aware of is that whether we like it or not, Mr. Bwaka is an elderly man. His age is around 80. I mean, 79 going to 80, whatever the case is. What is at stake is that Mr. Bwaka is not that 100% well. That is something that we pray that every day God will give him, strong health, good health, that you will have a lot of strength to continue to pull through. But Lofians are aware that Mr. Bwaka is no longer young, the energy not there anymore. He's old. Beyond being old, he is not too healthy. I mean, you went through surgery. Somebody of that age go through, a surgery of the heart. It is a difficult, complicated situation, that pressure cannot contain. So they know that even if they reach to a point of making Mr. Bwaka president because of the Lofa connection, they know that presidency may not last for a longer time, owing to number one, the health of Mr. Bwaka, number two, the age of Mr. Bwaka. So sound-minded Lofians who have a clear understanding of what it means to support an initiative from a general perspective are having a deep thought at the moment. They say, okay, see, the reason why we want to vote for Mr. Bwaka as Lofians is because we'll have a Lofa president, and so forth. But let's look at it on the second hand. The Babe already old. The Babe too get small health issue. We not go. But when people old and they're sick, anything can happen anytime. God forbid. So real Lofians are having that conversation and they are saying, if we make him president, it is possible we may not enjoy his presidency because God, who is God, may choose to do his godly thing at his own time. That we cannot control. Now, the next thing that making us scary as Lofa people is that Prince Johnson opening a mouth to say that Nima can't detain. That Nima project. They probably, that Jeremiah Kun will be running the show. So some Lofians are already having second thought. They're saying, but how come Prince Johnson is saying that Jeremiah Kun will be running the show? So it means if we are going to be voting for Bwaka on the basis of he being our kinsman or our uncle from the Lofa solidarity perspective, it means we are not going to be doing justice to even some of our Lofians who are younger. Because you know why? Bwaka is just one person. But beyond Bwaka, there are several other sons and daughters of Lofa County who are making tremendous impact to our county that we can also look up to for future developmental issues with Lofa. So it is better we stick with George Weah. Of course, George Weah is not from Lofa, but that George Weah man is on record of appointing Jesse Kobe. Jesse Kobe is a deputy minister at the Ministry of Finance. He's on record of appointing Janga Cole. Janga Cole is the Controller General of the Republic of Liberia, Ministry of Finance. This man is on record of appointing Samora P.Z. Wolokoli. Wolokoli is the Deputy Minister for Administration at the Ministry of Finance. This man is on record for appointing Ayuba Fofana. Ayuba Fofana is an Assistant Minister for Communal Farming at the Ministry of Internal Affairs. This man is on record for appointing Vani Salif. Vani Salif is the Minister of Internal Affairs, Lofa County. This same person is on record of appointing Fina Bondo. Fina Bondo is a daughter of Lofa County and she's the head of protocol in the office of the president. This same president is on record of appointing Jefferson Tambakoji. Tambakoji is the mayor of the city of Monrovia and an influential party leader of the president. This same Liberian president is on record of appointing Mamesi Kaba. Kaba is an assistant minister at the Ministry of Gender. She's also a Lofian from Kwaniboni district. She's also supporting the president. Now, there are several individuals who are, including Kweku Pepsi Yeke. Kweku Pepsi Yeke is from Lofa County. He's the head of LACE, the man who's building all of the proper housing unit across the country. Now, you can go on naming the rest of the other Lothians who are in authority. Those of you who watching online and you know other Lothians whose names I have not mentioned, and you can text them to me, let me know. So the Lothians are having a deep conversation. They are saying, this George Weah man, of course, he's not from Lofa County, but he has a little over 10 to 15 key Lothians in strategic positions in his government. And we retain him, something good will continue to come to Lofa County because of the amount of Lothians that he has brought on board to help him run the affairs of the country. Mind you, this is a man who we did not vote for in 2017. Yet, he did not see our rejection of his presidential bid in 2017 as a justifiable reason to keep our citizens off his government. In fact, he went beyond the ordinary measure of ensuring that he will have a lot of our key citizens in strategic position in his government. So Lothians are divided on two levels. Lothians are saying, although Bwaka da Pape, but the Pape ain't too strong, it's possible the Pape will not stay around for too long. And the way Prince Johnson is saying that Jeremiah could do all the work. The Pape is do you have the audio? You want to cue that audio for us? If you do have it, the way Prince Johnson talking the thing, we're getting a fair. It means even when we even go to the extent of voting for Mr. Bwaka, Prince Johnson may do some kind of thing the same way he got record for killing Doe. The other president in Burkina Faso. It is possible, Prince Johnson, even when you're not kill Bwaka, but they can do some kind of thing, some kind of way they can cause some kind of nyama fidija, and then Bwaka may will not enjoy him for long, and we will not get the presidency. Secondly, our children who already in government position, like Kodio, like Jesse Kobo, like Samara Wolo Kolio, what is the name of these people? Let's say that your Lofa people. Why you can remember their names? I'm coming. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So Moba Molu.
A lot of them.
Moba Molu is party chairman. Jefferson Koji, Jesse Kobe,
the foreign affairs minister.
G. Mazwa Sakimiya, the foreign minister, Mazwa Kimiya, the minister of internal affairs, Fanny Salif, right. Ayuba Fofana, Mamesi Kaba. You got. Ishaka should be from the Western region. You also have. So the plenty Lofa people. I just named them. I just forgot again. Right. So Lothians will be saying, the way Prince Johnson is having a kind of bad intention for Lofa County, for Mr. Bwaka, it will make Bwaka president. It will be good for all Lofa, but it will not stay long because if I be old and not too well, the country will get pressure. When the president will not too much pressure and he had get problem, it's possible anytime he can call, God forbid something can happen. So the way Prince Johnson has been talking that Jeremiah will run the show, it's possible when that time reaches, we may not even have the glory of owning the president because when the Pape finish, that Jeremiah will be in charge, Prince Johnson will be doing the thing, and Lofa will lose totally. So it is better, although we are not from our country, but the fact that we are got plenty of our cheering in big position in the country, and they are coming back to us. They are coming back to us with development. It is better we stick to Weah. Although he's not from us, but let's stick with him. It is going to make sense for us as a county because for him, he's been a young man. Instead, he still got a lot of age in your favor. God is God, and man, even your young people, anything can happen to them. But on the tactical level, we can maintain him because he has a lot of our people with him. It's better to maintain the man who not from here, but get most of our children with him and get more age in your favor than to send only one of our sons who Prince Johnson already planning to put on one side and pack him. In fact, it's possible they may even harm him and take the whole presidency and put it on Jeremiah Kunhe. And by then, Samara Wolokoli, who our son, will not get job. Jesse Kobo, who our son, will not get job. What the controller need? Jangako, who our son, will not get job. Ayuba Fofana, who our son, will not get job. Mamesi Kaba, who our daughter, will not get job. How you call Vanessa Lee, who our son, will not get job. Vinabono, who our daughter, will not get job. D. Mazwa Sakimiya, who is our son, will not get job. Jefferson Koji, who the city mayor. So they are even concerned about missing out the opportunities of having most of their sons and daughters in position, as opposed to what will happen to them if they will go the way of the Pape. Not that they don't like the Pape, not that they don't like Mr. Bwaka, but They've all realized that the Papa is at a level where it is difficult. Everybody in the country got old people. Everybody in the country got people who sick. Now, when you got people who sick, people who old, when you're making a lot of plans as the family, you don't factor them in your plan because you know that they will not be around for a longer time. Not that you're wishing them evil, but that's nature. The hard nature looking. Right? The hard nature looking. So Lofians came out today to support Mr. President, not because of we are in particular. No. When you say that, I will not agree with you. They didn't come out because Joe Weah as an individual. They came out, number one, because of what the children from Lofa County who we are appointed, what they are doing for Lofa. For example, Koji and Fala, they run beyond we are say, Pape, Tamba Taylor is a serious, respectable man in Foya district. Mr. President, Tamba, our uncle. Ome Tamba Taylor, our uncle. We got to do some kind of project in Foya and name it after Tamba Taylor because the Pape, so that at least he will see something in your name. Do we say, Koji, Fala, that Elmondu, say, yeah, they go and build the Foya City Hall and name it in honor of Tamba Taylor. There is also a monument, a statue that was constructed, built in honor of Tamba Taylor. Now, Koji and Fala also when they say, Mr. President, we get some cement, you ought to give us some money. Once I put in cement on the road in Foya, the president gave them the go ahead. Now, more to that, the president also worked with the partners and they are building a mini hydro dam in Masabola Home District, Judy Fatuma Weah's district, that will electrify Foya, electrify her district, electrify part of Vonjima. That hydro construction is about 90 to 96% with transformers being mounted in Vonjima as we speak. When you call people in Vonjima, they will tell you, say, they're running tension wire, lead poles, they are installing transformers in Lofa. Now, Lofians are saying what their sons and daughters who were appointed by President Weah are taking back to the county. Musa Koli was sent to the Ministry of Labor. When Emmanuel Nuke resigned from the Liberia Civil Aviation Authority, Musa Koli went to the Airport Authority. He just resigned a few months ago because he wanted to contest as senator. President Weah was able to appoint a lot of sons and daughters from Lofa County. So for them, they think it is better to remain with the devil who they do not believe in. But because the devil got most of their cherry and the cherry enjoying, it's better to remain with him than to go with the angel who is being threatened by some other devil on the side. You know, that when he comes to power, they will mago point in one corner, do bad thing to him, and make him president. Then Lofa lost totally. So Lofa is playing a serious gamble at the moment. The Lofa gamble is that, we hit the Pape, we let the Pape, but we're not gonna, because the Pape is being used as a bait for people like Prince Johnson. When you go fishing, you tell I'll call it in simple English the warrant. You tell the warrant, you put a warrant in a small boat, then you take it, you be putting it on the fishing hook. When you put it in the water, you won't use a warrant to catch the fish. Prince Johnson and Jamaica using Bwaka as the warrant. What the audio? Bring the audio, baby boy. DJ Hero, sorry, you changed your name. Yeah, I need to see the audio. Yeah. So I want you to listen. I want you to listen to it. So the Lofians have reached a point where they're saying this man is using our Pape as a bait. You know, when you go fishing, the bait, that's how it's looking like. Using the Pape as a bait. So it is going to be better. We support, because you won't use the Pape as a bait. In your real life, you find the other, where Prince Johnson was causing Joe Bwaka. How Joe Bwaka, living on battery, this and that. The real Lofians, they're not stupid people. They know that Prince Johnson is a faker. They know that Prince Johnson is trying to wrap Joe Bwaka. Yeah, okay, we'll get it. So they know. They know. In fact, Lofians listen to this first. Lofa people decided to listen to that one first. They know how Prince Johnson described Mr. Bwaka. In fact, one of the people who is credited for disgracing Joe Bwaka in the country is Prince Johnson. So Lofians already said, but they won. Few days ago, he was here cursing Mr. Bwaka. Me talking, letting know how you're cursing Mr. Bwaka first. These are things, and we're discussing why Foya blue. Oh, yeah. These are probable reasons why Foya is turning blue. because Lofians are making serious decisions on the basis of the different variables available before them from a political puzzle. Listen to it.
Bad people will use electronic and print media. They use everything to promulgate dirty propaganda. So they take advantage of that and they spread their own dirty propaganda to outpower us, to outsmart us, to gather us around the world. So the investor cannot come here because you want to come. They'll be afraid. That's their intention, not to allow the investor to come. So they do all kinds of things to destroy this government image. That's what I know. Because this government cannot involve itself in killing people and killing people. President George Weah, when he became president, he opened a church.
In more recent time, and just over the weekend, Ambassador Joseph Yuma Boaka made a statement that people shouldn't take men's job and give it to boys. He's a boy taking over a man's task in the presidency. What do you make of that?
Two things I want to say. That statement doesn't go well with me. If Mr. Weah is a boy.
Okay. So you listen to Prince Johnson. This is Prince Johnson disgracing Joe Baca 4 months ago. So the real Lofa people are listening and saying, that man is not really supporting Mr. Baca. Because the man when Joe we are getting the money where we are using to pay the contract to San Quentin Road, and we are refused that why he got there we are and he can't jump in our pape and want all to believe that he let the pape. This same man who was cursing Joe Baca 2-3 months ago. Not real left Mr. He let our pape. And so if we have to make decisions, we gotta be careful. And so the Lofians in Lover County are very, very fast thinking. They are thinking critically because they want to ensure that if they will make a decision, that decision should be a clear reflection of what will benefit them as a people and county. Listen further.
Then I think he's a good boy because Joseph Boyka, former Vice President Boyka, dropped in his heart. He collapsed, almost died. It is that boy, because George Weah, who ran there, pick him up, charter a plane to fly him abroad for open heart surgery that made him to live today with pacemaker battery. He's a battery total right now. So the battery is controlled by the white man who gave it in a medical center where he was flown to. So maybe he's not well to speak the way he's speaking. He's not well. He's using battery. It's not normal. A man who is using battery and a man who has a natural heart, compare the two. So
okay. So Lofa people are not crazy people. They are not foolish people. There's in fact, when you ever graduation in the country, when you check the number of Lofians who are amongst the graduates, whether that UL, Stella Maris or AME or Zion or UMU or Babati or Lofians always topping the list of graduates. They are smart people. The Bandi people, Loma people, Kisi people, they are smart people, including the Peles and the Mandingos. In Lofa, they are smart people. They know about book. They are not people who are easily fooled. So smart Lofians are listening to what Prince Johnson just said, and what I will continue to play that he spewed out months ago, and they're saying, but how the man taking us to be? They mean think we don't know his intent. The intent is that's when we are. That's when you're supporting the president. With the notion that the president will look at him and say, Prince Johnson, the money what Asila Mita get, will not put it on the road, will not pave the road. Take it, call Jeremiah and the other representatives, you go, Kanta, you go to beer garden, you buy beer, you buy GB, you decide how much the other district get, how much the other one get. For 12 years, up to 15 years, that's how they've been sharing the money from Nima County. Asila Mita get the money, they go sit on beer garden or go sit on Avino, they go sit on any other place in Kanta, they share the money, they everybody go by the business. He tell you when you put it to a university. We have said that's not what I'm going to do. So Lofians are saying because John we are refused to listen to the monetary demands from Prince Johnson that he invest, then he coming to the paper where he finish costing. We are suspecting. Lofians are smart people. That's how they started to suspect Prince Johnson's original intention of coming to befriend Joseph Boyka. How come 4 months ago he had all these things to say about Boyka? Then a few days ago, the few days, then he around Boyka. No. Lofians are saying we are not crazy. We are going to read between the line, and our decision will be on the basis of what will affect us. Listen to Prince Johnson further.
Joseph Boyka, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country.
Thank you. He said he using battery. Such a man cannot be president of this country. That is what Prince Johnson said a few days ago. Months ago. That's what he said. Now, real Lofians who got sense, a lot of them got sense. Plenty of them got sense. In fact, all of them got sense. But most of them who are real fast thinking in their thoughts, listen to that thing Prince Johnson said. He said, no. That thing that almost 4 months ago, Prince Johnson said the thing about Mr. Boyka. And in real life, Boyka do not, the Papa not well. We know say our Papa, We know say the Pape not too well. But for Prince Johnson to say the kind of terrible thing about the Pape, it's worrisome.
Who gave it in a medical center where you were flown to. So maybe he's not well to speak the way he's speaking. He's not well. He's using battery. It's not normal. A man who is using battery and a man who has a natural heart, compare the two. So Joseph Boyka, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country.
He's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. It is this statement that made Lofians vex. Because Lofians feel that the way Prince Johnson talking is a clear indication that he is having a sinister plan. Sinister plan meaning a wicked private plan. You look at the president face. Like when we're coming out in Maryland, one of my laborers used to sing something. You know my face, you don't know my heart. You know, that's what it is. So they are saying they probably acting there in frame with Mr. Boyka when we already know what he not talk about the Pape 4 months ago. So you think we're foolish? He think we not know say he wanna be on Boyka because as soon as he made Boyka president, he will frank something at me because he knows the Pape not well. He said already said it that Pape not well. Then something that way to put Pape on side, either they harm him, they do something that thing, or see he not well to something that thing is happy, anything they can do. Then he and Jeremiah will start running the country. If we do so, then it means our brother and sister then who we had brought to him closer. We are not saying, oh, because they not vote for me 2017, so I will not employ Lofians. Over 4 assisting and deputy ministers at the Ministry of Finance from Lofa County. Foreign Minister, Lofa County. Internal Affairs Minister and several other deputies, Lofa County. Deputy and assistant ministers from Ministry of Gender, Lofa County. Monrovia City Mayor, Lofa County. When the president wanted somebody to replace him in Monserrado County from a senatorial position, he selected Sir Joseph, who is with his neighbor stream from Lofa County. CDC party chairman, Lofa County. There was him, Moba Malu. So Lofians are saying they think Prince Johnson he think he gets sense. He think he's smart. He caused the Pape in front of us. He said all about Baba thing. He know that the Pape got small problem. He know the Pape is old. He already aware of the Pape condition. But the fact that he come here means he's aware and he coming purposely to pretend and use the Pape as a bait. That's why I thought that bait thing. When I talk about fishing and bait, that's why I'm talking. When we go fishing, when we're small, we go fishing, we will grab the worm there, we put the worm on the fishing hook, we put it in the water, and the worm we can bring the fish to the hook, then we jack the fish from the water. PYJ is using Joe Boyka as the worm, the bait, to grab the presidency. The presidency in this case is the fish. The presidency is the fish. The fishing hole, the whole fishing line, that the election, the bait that Joseph Boyka, Prince Johnson is the fisherman. He's yet to fishing for the presidency, which is the fish. Now, to catch the fish, he's aware that on his own, as a presidential candidate, Liberians will never make him president. He's aware that on Jeremiah Koh's own, as a presidential candidate, Liberians will never make Jeremiah Kohn president. So what he thought to do is to use Mr. Boyka as his bait. This is where Lofians came out and they said, no, you will not allow us, we will not even help you to make our Pape to be a bait to you. You will not use the Pape as a warrant to grab your presidency. So when you saw Lofians turning out in Foya, when you saw them turning out in Zozo, when you saw Lofa County, and as you continue to see on the live video, when you see Lofa County turning blue, it is a clear manifestation that Lofians are gaining consciousness of Prince Johnson's diabolical and sinister intent towards the Pape. Listen to him. Listen.
He said, so maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boyka, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He said, so maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boyka, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He said, so maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. How many million people voted voted that boy. So many millions. Look at this boy and elected him. Maybe you call Joseph, Joshua boy because of the age, because Joseph Boyka is over 70 and this boy is about 50 something. So when you say boy, well, that's it. But boy in the sense of immaturity, no. Joshua is mature. He's mature. That's why he told Joseph Boyka on the ground where he collapsed to fly here, bro, for medical checkup, for medical heart surgery. That's why I made him to live today. I think Joseph Boyka, in conclusion, should be very grateful to that boy who flew in out of the country for open heart surgery that make him to live today. But the way Joseph Boyka speaks, the way he acts, he is one of the 9 ungrateful lepers.
Thank you. Lofians are listening to this. They're not crazy people. Now, how come a man who branded Mr. Boyka in such a condescending manner, very demeaning to the letter, how come such an individual is now transitioned into a praise singer, director of the choir affairs, JMB campaign? He didn't love people that fully people. The last time I checked, fully people are not from Lofa. I don't even know where they're from as well. Hello? The last time I checked, fully people are not from Lofa, and I don't know where they're from. You didn't know what people are food. So they heard all of these things. They know all of these things. They have these records available to them. And so in Foya, in Kolahome, in Zozo, in Konya, in Kwanum district, whether it is in Bakedu, whether it is in Samendu, and the rest of the places, they are making serious analytical judgments that they are saying, hey, although the puppet our power, we're not able to vote against him like that, but he and the sickness thing, I mean, that go, but it gave him hard time. The way we see Prince just sticking inside him, we're not clear. We're not what can feed frog for snake. Hello? You know, when you feed a frog, you think you come and eat a frog, that snake come and swallow it. So the Lofians are saying, we will not feed frog for snake. Because for us to do so, we will be missing out on our opportunities. So seeing the whole election between Wia and our Papa Boyka, another will be treating Boyka bad, not to vote for him. But voting for him will be because we want to be the ones in charge of the system. But as it stands, as the level is presenting itself today, it is now clear that even if we vote for Mr. Boyka, we may not even enjoy the presidency because of the kind of human being, the kind of fisherman who wrestle him. And the fisherman talking with the fishing rod in the hand. Listen to the fisherman talking with the fishing rod in the hand. Listen.
We are fighting for Nima County to take the lead. And Nima will win. In the name of Jesus. Basa with us. Bapolu with us. Bombing with us. Lofa with us. Bon County with us. What is your problem? Then you on the radio on me. Hey, my brother. What I do?
All right.
You gotta change. Because you know your boss cannot cover the whole again. We're fighting for you. Equals our mom. We are fighting for you. We're begging you people. If you make the man disgrace, or it will be good for you. When you turn to the man against our prayer for you to produce vice president. The woman is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you, take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you, the woman is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you, and I could be doing a job for you, the woman is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you, when we win, and I could be doing a job for you, the woman is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you, the woman is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you, the woman is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you, Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you, vice president. The woman is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you.
So you listening? You listening to Prince Johnson? He's there telling a fellow, okay. Oh my God. Let me get this off. He's telling a fellow kinsman, this old man is old. When we win, Enakun will be doing the job for him. That is what Lofians are processing. For anybody to think Lofians are crazy people, no, you're mistaken. Oh, yes. So Lofians are caught up between the devil and the deep blue sea. Hello? Lofians are caught up between the devil and the deep blue sea. It is a critical decision-making process. That's what the Pele people call Bletana at a crossroad. So they're saying, John, we are not our son. Money is not our son. Oh, yes, money is never our son. But from the entire stuff we are looking at, all of what we see playing out at this level, it is better we go man away, because even though he's not our son, but he got our children with him. The woman who can pack job, we are back every day. We are on travel anywhere at Finda Bondo. You don't even need to ask her where she come from. You will know she's from Lofa. The biggest city in Liberia, the biggest town in Liberia, that Monrovia. The man who we are saying must be the biggest person for that city, the city of Monrovia, that our son, Tamba Koji. You don't even need to ask where he come from. You know saying from Foya, Lofa County. The man who's supposed to be responsible for all of the town chiefs, the paramount chief, the clan chiefs, the district commissioners, the zoes, the bodios, the traditional leaders, and all of the commanding forces of our traditional authority in the country. The man who is the presiding officer is Bani Salib. He's a son of Lofa. The man who's supposed to go China, Dubai, America, India, Great Britain, all over the world to run the Liberian foreign policy, to deputize the president in running the foreign policy of the country. The man who is supposed to be in charge of our external official duties. That man is D. Maswe Sakimia. Just mention Sakimia, and you do not need to even ask anybody in this country as to where Sakimia is from. He's from Lofa County. And so Lofians are saying, although the job we are man is not our son, but look, the way Prince in them planning and using our Papa Lebet warrant to jack the fish from the water, it is better we stick up to Mr. President. Because even though he's not our son, but the Deputy Minister for Finance, the Deputy Minister for Administration at the Ministry of Finance, Samara P. Wolo Koli, it's a Lofian. Now, the man who can pay everybody in the country to even pay the president, the Controller General of the Republic of Liberia, Janga Augusta Kowo, is Olofian. Another deputy minister at the Ministry of Finance for budget and other stuff, Jesse Kobwe, is a Lofian. So Lofians are saying it is better Sina Babe O and Prince Sina want you a oldness and his sickness as a bait, as a warrant to steal the presidency from us and using our Papa as the face. It is better we go behind we are, although we are not our son, but because we are is having most of our children around him, he pour hair around our children. Mamesi Kabaden, Ayuba Fofana them, the rest of the other assistant ministers. I'm told there are 73 key officials of government from the ministerial level, deputy ministerial level, assistant ministerial level, director positions, including Pepsi Yeke, the man in charge of LACE, all the housing unit, Douala Market at Pepsi Yeke building it. He's from Lofa County. Pepsi Kweku Yeke. Whatever Benny, Bose Koli. From Raya Zozo. The Salah is also territory. Mose Koli from there. So the Lofians are saying, although we are not from here, but the man got what cheering with him. So it better we support him. Our cheering will continue to be coming back to Foya, the way Foya getting developed, the way Zozo picking up, the way Vonchima getting BB structures. Kodifini coming in Bay, a big media empire. He's having a lot of investment in Vonchima. The way things happening, it better we keep the man who got what cheering and plenty with him than to support, than to vote for the party. And secondly, you have Prince Johnson who just waiting by the time the party take power and just hijacking, take the power away from him. In fact, to the extent where they may even end his life. then we lost totally as a country. We not get Terry in power, then we not even get the presidency. Then Prince Johnson and his son Jeremiah Kun will sit down in Ganta and run the country. That is what key Lofians, sound-minded Lofians, educated Lofians, and Lofians who are patriotic and connected with their feelings and passion for their country. That is the calculation they are making. That is the calculation they are making. And so when you saw Zozo and other places yesterday, Kolahom and Foya today, Vanjima yesterday, when you saw the numbers pouring out, that is the calculation Lofians are making. For them, these things that Prince Johnson said about their pape, these things are still ringing fresh in their minds.
The fact is, you could have ignored you, but he did not. He did not. He said this old man. But what the old man is returning is ungratefulness. Call this president boy. You call the whole Liberian president boy, then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and elect you. Because any minute you could collapse. But you already said you want to be president, and we know your record. You're on the time bomb, on the borderline.
Just sitting and laugh.
Call this president boy. You call the whole Liberian president boy, then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and elect you. Because any minute you could collapse. But you already said you want to be president.
Okay, you hearing it? You hearing Prince Johnson? I cannot look at a battle total and make you president because any minute you can collapse. That is the denigrating thing that Prince Johnson said about Mr. Bwaka. You think Lofa people crazy? They hear that thing already in a hey. So they said, no. We're not going to be, we're going to make a mistake here. So Prince already know the condition why our papa in. So they think what he doing around the papa is not real love he got for the papa, right? That means saying no. There's the Prince himself on the same radio that the radio station Prince Johnson called. He called A.B. Gosson Well on face the issue and he made this statement.
He did not. He saved this old man. But what the old man is returning is ungratefulness. Call this president boy. You call the whole Liberian president boy, then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and elect you. Because any minute you could collapse. Because any minute you could collapse. But you already said you want to be president, and we know your record. You're on the time bomb, on the journey. It's ungratefulness. Call this president boy. You call the whole Liberian president boy, then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and elect you. Then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and elect you. Then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and elect you. Then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and elect you. Then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and elect you. Because any minute you could collapse. But you already said you want to be president, and we know your record. You're on the time bomb, on the borderline. But you already said you want to be president, and we know your record. You're on the time bomb, on the borderline. But you already said you want to be president, and we know your record. You're on the time bomb, on the borderline. But you already said you want to be president, and we know your record. You're on the time bomb, on the borderline. Because any minute you could collapse. But you already said you want to be president, and we know your record. You're on the time bomb, on the borderline.
You hearing it? This is what he said about Mr. Bwaka. Lofians heard it. Lofian hear that thing clear. The Lofi boy hear it. Look at the kind of nasty thing you're talking about the pape. You already say we know your record. You already on the time bomb. You're on the borderline. So he's aware of the fragile nature of the pape. He's aware of how vulnerable the health of Mr. Bwaka is. And so to accomplish his sinister motive of making Jeremiah Kun a puppet of the president, that he will command and give instructions, he thought to use Mr. Bwaka as a bait. We're coming out quite warrant. Put on the fishing, he chunk in the water, he grab the buka. So Lofians heard this. Lofians in Foya heard it. Lofians in Konya heard it. Lofians in Masabola home heard it. In Fisibu, Kwanum Boni. All across Lofa County. They heard this thing. And they told themselves, although Mane is not from here, he's not a Kisi, he's not a Bandi, he's not a Loma, he's not Mandingo, he's not Pele. But in as much as he is with sons and daughters of our area. Bwaka Fofana, the deputy minister for for technical services at the Ministry of Information. Bwaka Fofana. So Lofians are saying, this man is not from us, but he has our children with him. To vote him out of power, we have our children voted out of power. To vote for our own papa, we'll have Prince Johnson presiding over the affairs of the country, and it is possible that same Prince Johnson who cares Thomas Sakari, it's possible that same Prince Johnson can do something bad to Mr. Bwaka, and we as Lofa will lose the presidency, and we lost the controller general position from Janka Kowo. We lost the deputy ministerial position from Samora Wolokoli. We lost the deputy ministerial position from Bwaka Fofana. We lost the assistant minister position from Mamesi Kaba. We lost the ministerial position from Masap Kimiya. We lost Vani Salif position. We lost all of the great positions where Lofians are serving. So Lofians said, we will make an ultimate decision. It will be costly. It will be something that we'll not be willing to do. It will hurt us that we are not supporting our papa, but we're not going to feed bullfrog for snake. Yeah, it will hurt us. But we're not going to feed bullfrog for snake to come swallow it. Prince Johnson is waiting. By then we may be man president. The papa already then here man Jamaku, they do something about it. If Papa is no more, then we lost presidency, we lost all our children who get position. Nova can go way beyond. So the Joe we are man is better. In fact, at the same Joe we are man when the Papa was sick, he took money and sent our Papa to hospital. If that man was bad towards us as local people, he wouldn't have taken his own money as president of the country to send our Papa to hospital. The same George Weah man took money and gave it to one of his head of entities. I will not call his name because of some security reasons. They say we are men took money and gave it to one of the men who presided over one of the entities and said, take Mr. Bwaka to America, make sure nothing should happen to the papa. And Mr. Bwaka is today forever grateful to that young man who George Weah gave the money to carry into America. Lofians know these records. No, Lofians know how Weah is so connected to Lofians and how he has a great heart for Lofians, even to the extent of helping Mr. Bwaka to take medical treatment. They know. And so they're not going to allow somebody to use their grandfather as a bait because of some traditional uncle relationship and stuff. Especially when the intentions are known. When the intentions are known, you know, when you're hiding something from somebody and the person not know, it's different. But now when the whole record is outside to the public, the whole country knows.
Man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and he let you. Then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and he let you. Because any minute you could collapse. Then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and he let you. Then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and he let you. Then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and he let you. Then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and he let you. Then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and he let you. Then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and he let you. Then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and he let you. Because any minute you could collapse. But you always say you want to be brother, and we know your record. You on the time bomb, be brother, and we know your record. Be around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and he let you. Because any minute you could collapse. Let you. Because any minute you could collapse. But you always say you want to be brother, and we know your record. You on the time bomb, on the borderline. Just sitting.
So you hearing it? So Lofians, the Lofa people, they say, look, we're not gonna do it. You haven't made a one bit yet. Main Warren, fishing small children. Say that Warren, bring the Warren. Well, how the man said, so don't call it. When you call it Warren in the future, run away from it. So call it bit. In fact, sometimes we used to call it Bill because we didn't even know. I mean, we were not educated to that level, so we used to call it Bill. Even a small children today, they can still call it Bill. Give me Bill. Give me Bill. My Bill finished, but it's bit. B-A-R-T. Bit. You use the bit to catch whatever you want to grab. So Lofa people their eyes are open and they say, look, we ain't gonna allow one president killer to use our papi as a bait. So you know why? It will hurt us because we're not voting for Mr. Bwaka, but we'll choose somebody who is on record of supporting some of us. If we are a bad man for Lofa County, Lofa man will not be the party chairman for his party. If we are a bad man for Lofa County and Lofians, he will not make a Lofa citizen the mayor of the Congo People Memorial. Hello? Oh, yes, these are hard facts we got to talk. If we are a bad man for the country, name all the Lofians in authority. He wouldn't have given them those positions. Whether the seditions or not, oh yes, he would have had his own fair share of the distribution, because you know what, Lofa did not vote for him. But even though Lofa did not vote for Mr. President, he thought it wise to have Lofians deeply involved with his governance to the extent that when he traveling, the president can buy a bag. To make sure why the bag zipper closed in a bundle is a daughter of Lofa County. That is to what extent he has brought Lofians closer to him. So Lofa people are saying, yes, a better. The man who giving opportunity to our children, and the children bringing the opportunity back to the county, that we can see Foya City having a city hall that can be compared to Monroe, to the Pinsville City Hall. To the extent that we can see development roaming through Foya, and we are seeing the Lofa Road leaving from Banga, Bon County towards the Salai area, already across the Lofa Bridge. We are seeing these things happening. It is better we keep this man there, because the way Prince Johnson threatening the paper, the way Prince Johnson already said bad thing with the paper, if you use the paper as a bait and we allow it happen, it's possible the road job we have started will not reach to all, because Prince Johnson and Jeremiah Kun will just take everything and carry it to themselves. So it is better we lost one person than to lose several individuals and plenty of opportunities. Lofians are thinking. And so when you see the number in Lofa County blowing up, blue numbers shaking up, it is no joke. They are having a critical conversation. They are in deep thoughts. Today, Wednesday, I told Alexa I had no intention to talk politics today. I don't know why I had to talk politics. But let your Omen Samson small. Alexa will do intro to take us to our call. Let your Omen Samson small.
Why didn't you? Why? On the second interior, keeping us safe, let's stopping grounds for all our Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the second to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping grounds for all our
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it.
Okay, so that's what it is. We will leave you right there and come back and interact with the callers. Alexa, let's go to our lines.
Okay, guys. So if you already know the numbers, you can definitely call us on the numbers you know. If you don't know the numbers, you can call us on 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. If you want to join us on our WhatsApp line, +231 886 500 104.
Okay, so those are the numbers. If you're there, we are here. Let's have a conversation. Make it civil. What we think Lofians are doing is to prevent somebody using their papi, their uncle, their father as a bait for their selfish political reasons. This person, what is the name? Where do you join us from? Quickly, 1 minute. Okay, we missed out on that person. Let's take this other one. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Okay.
Let's hear you, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, first of all, I'm very, very grateful to you this afternoon, because it's our first time coming to call on this program. One of your ardent listeners.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Yeah, the issue about Joseph Boza and Prince Johnson don't want to use that paper as a scapegoat. You don't want to hate the paper on the horse to claim us.
Oh.
Hello, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you.
My name is Emmanuel. Are you waiting? The son of John Kekatara.
Go ahead.
I mean, you stop talking too much of things to the garden. You gotta get make energy back. That paper know that you can't win the election for us. We're going to elect our brother back, our father for this nation. Thank you.
Okay, let's take this other person. Hello.
Good
Yes, go ahead.
Election and the proper re-election of the president for local government development. This is proper development. Thank you for talking this question. That one thing you do, people always bring campaigns for people who tell them my brother, I think we should always think about something like that. You know, they always bring a good topic for people who to know what actually happening in the country. This country is not belong to only one tribe. It belongs to everyone in the sense of we need peace and development, love and harmony. Okay, now, when they look there, I'm a typical of there, I'm a proper development 2005. I joined CDC from Bajama, Arata, I was going to school when Karama Kutima was at the development together and charitable address development together. They did work for us, okay? Now, look at how we need development. I can drop where I'm I drive for money, I can drop one yet. So, I drop one yet. So, I cannot drop one yet. So, bring in Bajama for in my country, my station, which is 4 years. So, what now? I cannot work for someone who is not from my area that's doing something for me. There's someone who from my area that's not doing something for me. I have a father, I have a mother, and my mother is not doing something for me. So, who's taking care of me to do something for me? Is that what I have there? I don't know people tell me they're happy people for. Because those who take care of them, that's those the people that are happy. You know, I've been in my house, where my father does nothing for them. So, now, just when I want to bring a fire, put the fire, I will clear the fire, no, this, that, second round,
Okay.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much. I'll leave you right there. We take this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Let's hear you. Let's hear you, sir. What's your name? Where do you join us from?
My name is Daniel Bukatoy Iman Jr. and I call from Banasvik after the walking quizzing in Encyclopedia.
Go ahead, my brother.
Past 18th Street. You see, the Lovians, they are now people who are power noir. They are smart people. They know what is good for them. So Prince Johnson coming over with a regular statement that is very euphoric, statement that is very paraplegic. He may not good for our country. I don't think he'll be doing good for Omejo Bwaka. Omejo Bwaka, we respect him. He's a man of peace. But they are the ones that want to tantalize our democracy. So the Lovians, they are not insipid, not stupid. Thanks for giving me the answer.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's take this other person on the line. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing? What's your name?
Yeah, James from calling from Boca Mission.
Boca Mission. Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, but when I was there, I can't we know just we are win election, so we don't know over just when we are.
Thank you very much. From Boca Mission, we leave you. We take this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Hello?
Hello, sir. What's your name, Chief?
My name is Daniel Bistro, and I'm calling from the Looking Down Bill.
Go ahead, Daniel. Let's hear you, sir.
Let me give you one parable, man.
What is that? Are you speaking Chinese?
I'm speaking Pastor. God is doing everything. God is ready to deliver Liberia from the hands of the wicked people. You see the kind of revelation here?
Okay.
You see the kind of revelation?
Thank you very much, my dear brother. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Let's leave you right there and take this international caller. Alexa, the caller is already on the line. Go ahead. Let's hear you. What's your name?
Hello, good afternoon, KOK and Alexa. I want to say happy Wednesday.
Thank you very much. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is. Yeah, thank you for the show, KOK. You know, KOK, it is absurd for our country like bro where we are hailing today. For people to think that violence for the young people of our country is the solution to Liberia problem. You know, today politics in our country, KOK, is all based on deception. Those that yesterday were in power, that benefited for 12 years, today coming back to tell the Liberian people that they are suffering and they are the solution to our problem. And today the only way the solution they can bring to the young people of our country is through the means of violence for them to say that the country we're in. You know, it's something that we have to think about it, we young people of that country, because when you guys can retrospect on the 17 years, what young people went through in our country. Today, even some of us who live in America, like they go on time. I went on a gun range on the training, and I listened to the sound of the gun, KOK. I swear to God, my body started trembling. And my boss asked me, "So Lucien, what happened to you?" And I started telling the man, I said, "What happened in my country?" If I sit there to explain, when I will not even go through the training. The man put me down, KOK. And today, people in Liberia don't understand these things, especially the politicians, especially those old ones that been in politics. And these are things that sometimes young people we have to reflect on, KOK. It suffer all of us, whether in Liberia or outside Liberia. Those flashbacks continue to level, KOK. And sometimes it really get to me. Let us go into this election peacefully and forget about the violence. Violence not the answer to nothing in any part of the world. Thank you for the chance. Okay.
Thank you very much. Let's leave you and take that question quickly. Go ahead. 1 minute. Let's hear you.
Yeah, okay. My name is Vamwe Fofana. I run on the Ganaville Road, Somalia Drive.
Go ahead, Bamuma.
Hello.
Go ahead, Bamuya.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What happened today in Lofa County? Not surprise me, Vamwe Fofana, because I know 2017 the president was ejected in Lofa County. But today we talk to our people then that you have found reason. Yeah. See the road from Banga to Golu. Just is your ability to say you vote for that one, or you vote for Uncle Joe Baker, all there for 2 years. We're going to do nothing for all. Electricity rather in Voyama City, my great uncle Jazzy electricity will be in Voyama City. As in the 4 town, you see, send for your bend for ya to honor Kula, send a book for honor Kula, the one for your dish on our own. That the first time the result of Flat to see the modern city hall, our for your brush you run out. So we tell all of you, anywhere you are, please, October the 10th, vote number 18. Don't vote our Uncle Joe Baker because our Uncle Joe Baker not do nothing for all. The amount of time he spent in government, nothing he did, nothing he can prove that we the welfare like he did. But some of them say, oh, because our uncle must vote for him. No. We in Monrovia talking to our people, your tenor, and work on the president. It shouldn't be October the 10th. Everybody must vote that the George Manor we are because Tony Sanwó-Tim rejected President we are. All the children are working in government over President we are Obama. No, they work in the government President we are. But we say, oh, they're working in the government. So I want to tell President we are delegate, thank you very much. Let's go be on there as the influence today.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's take this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Let's hear you. What's your name, Chief?
Baby, I'm sorry to tell you this. I want you to say that, man.
This is Freedom Hub. Let's take this other person. Hello. Go ahead. Hello. 1 minute. Let's hear you.
Hello?
What's your name, Chief? Where do you join us from?
I'm Alex Smith calling from Mamba Point.
Mamba Point. Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, okay. The president is in Lofa, but we are not hearing any relay. Even Josephine is launching president in District 10. I'm not hearing any relay.
Yeah. So I mean, the CDC campaign team should be liable. That's not our responsibility. That's not our responsibility. Thank you very much. We take this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good evening, my dear brother.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm calling from District 4, Monserrate County.
Monserrate County, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. We leave you right there. Let's take the other person. 1 minute. Hello, sir. What's your name, Chief?
Yeah, I'm Franklin Henry calling from District 13.
District 13. Go ahead, Mr. Henry.
Yeah. They talk about Lofa and Liba with the competition. And Lofa said they can put up crap with them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. All to the credit of the president. Let's hear you. 1 minute. Hello.
Hello.
Let's hear you. Go ahead. Let's hear you. 1 minute. 20th Street. Go ahead, Moses.
You are in a government that is such a little way. Young is tractor. Is young in Lofa. Is all the tractor. Don't be seen in the front on it. Now you know that you will go there. When you get it over, you wait.
Okay, we leave you right there. We'll take the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, my name is Bez Go and I'm calling from GSA Road.
GSA Road, let's hear you.
Yeah, my man, we are not ungrateful people. When the time this country was founded, no president have ever even said a piece of water on our road. It's only this president. So we are not ungrateful. We see that one a good job behind somebody who say, I will do, or somebody who say, I'm doing it already. So I just want to tell you, Thank you for the program this evening.
Thank you very much. We leave you. We take this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Let's hear you.
Yeah, okay, how you doing, Baba?
We're great, man. CC, female general.
Yeah, thank you. Let me say hi to my daughter Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, what I want to say to the Lofia, a very big thank you. That they came out in Lofa. That's it. No, that narrative has changed. A Wakati, they will come Uncle Shade now in Lofa, it died. That's the way change. Look, man, can you imagine my late 9 years old daughter? Listening to the show, she asked me, Mama, that Wakati, you want to join we are? You want to bring war? I said, yes. She said, go for Forest Baka. When you bring war, you're going to 10% we are, 11% we are. Look at children, all that you say, if you 10% we are going to punish you. What kind of old men are going lower all the years? He breaks ground. He carry a room men of 1% we are, that they were digging his grave, putting them up for Isa. So then I saw that great story. They better home. They open the place and they in Lopa. What he said, we here. Then he left and then the man died. Then when they come out, they put silence. So when you can keep grass, that old man is wicked. To let the infidels in the country. Then you go find the Bible, say, put silence. And when he says to the Mepona, there will be the end of Liberia. Then he step up and say, oh, sorry.
Okay.
People.
Thank you. Thank you. We leave you. We take the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Good evening. Okay. Good evening to Alexa.
Go ahead.
Good evening to listeners on the board. This is Ojuku Obosa Ojuku.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I call this evening to extend my gratitude and honor to the Controller General of the Republic of Liberia, to Honorable Major S.G. Koji, Honorable Thomas B. Fada, and the rest of the 40 forces of the CDC. It is through that strength that today the Congress for Democratic Change is putting out the cry and the love for the president. And besides that, the development that the president have carried on in Lofa County and the massive employment that the president are also carried on in Lofa County. So we want to say to our Lofian brother, President, we have done much for you. It is time to pay him back. Pay President, we are back at the ballot box. It is often said, when the man do good for you, it is good to pay him back.
Okay.
We're good. So we want to say to our people, President, we are within the rule between Sierra Leone and that of Liberia. He will connect Liberia to Sierra Leone. For that to happen, you have to vote him for the second time to improve the livelihood of our people in Lofa County.
Thank you. We leave you right there. We take the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Thank you, guys. Let me say good evening to say Alexa.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Very good. You see why Alexa not talking? You know the reason?
I don't know.
Very good. You're not funded teller, but you less with the people. So even the poor man, you can understand. You understand when the poor speaking, you understand. Then as if they finish talking, and you call it come from Lofa County, the thing what he just finished saying, I want to tell you, all the thing what he just said is true. Man, that was what I was saying. So you see, someone who said the private to own in their battery, even I got at a tampon. The thing about tampon is that when that tampon explodes, I mean, aeroplane attack. So after a few months, then you switch. So all the American carriers say, no, something happened. So the point when they run away. Like we said, you got more officials, more people from Lofa County in the work government. So the man, I'll tell you most of the people. But when you want to see, someone will do that care, I got the mayor, and we'll see development coming on. Because when I call them with my open, I go on the side. So it will not be good. You see, maybe we are talking about the way we say, don't forget my paper. Today, the way paper, when they enjoy excuse me. You see, so to say, some kind of people resolve.
Okay.
One man victory is all about it. Thank you.
Thank you. We leave you right there. Let's see if we will have some international callers right here. If not, we go back to the local callers. This person, what is the name? Where do you join us from?
My name is Iman calling from 14th Street Road, the most powerful station in the land.
Go ahead.
Thank you for the topic of discussion. See, we don't listen to the people. We are ready to vote. We are the young people of the country. We are ready to vote President Germany. We are that Joseph on the offense of our jail. We make sure that we win the election and we not get time for the whole people. Thank you for the topic of discussion.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. We take we take that international caller quickly. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you, and like how you doing, man?
We are great. Ambrose Opacalon from the U.S. Let's hear you, Ambrose.
Yeah, man. You know, today's an amazing day. The whole week being a blessing. Seeing the joy some people face from Lofa, it's kind of wave to people's fans. You know, this election people taking it for granted, but I have a faith and belief it will be a one round. Look, if the amount of crowd that we see is so ready to enough, and you're really honest and sincere to themselves, no need to go. I don't see how we can go to a second round. Because, you know, Unity Party is not doing that thing, it's a trash party, but, you know, we just need to keep the momentum and continue to do the groundwork. I think everything will feel good. Because based on the crowd I saw in Lofa, in Bonjama, and the one in Koya, there's no way we lose Lofa. I don't see any chance or possibility. If we don't take 75% of that vote, I don't know what will happen.
Okay.
But, you know, thank you for the show. Yeah, thank you for the show.
Okay.
I see it's a bright day ahead. Thank you, man.
Thank you very much. Let's take another caller. This person, what's the name? Where you join us from? Quickly.
Yeah, good evening. This is Mohammed Kamara call from United Arab Emirates.
Go ahead, Mo.
No, thank you, and thank you to the both of you in studio there. No, my brother, people are sitting now, they feel local candle like Joseph Baga when you get in rehab. That he get control when you go out in the bathroom and the front door and get out. Put it in your pocket. They put in lofa, the night you horse down there. Why the way you made it fun, like you will get a benefit. So the people been harvesting for him, refuse to gain the C-rate. So now he posted no, they will get it from the different person that will gain the C-rate. Joseph Baga now see how lofa looking. I challenge Joseph Baga or even United Party to enter lofa country. You all see the display that will come on there. If Joseph Baga sees Zozo or even see what happened in Bonyama yesterday, he will be very, very ashamed of himself because nothing he offer the people in Lofa. Cannot be vice president 12 good year. My country came my Rona. Now he want to move on Clay and go came. It can't happen. I will resign. My point I will tell my body, I beg you. I'm sorry. You promised me days. I gave you days. You promised me days. So in return of this, you failed to give me, I will resign. But I can be taking $2.9 million every year, according to Jeremiah Kun. He used that statement in Bon County. He said Joseph Baga was taking, even though Joseph Baga was taking $2.9 million, and what they see money Joe they're taking, but Joe now he want to give 115 chair to I know what the government school are there. Joe now he want to give it. But what did Joseph Baga do in local county? Because Joe get foundation in house scholarship. Where Joseph Baga foundation scholarship in getting like bro? How many people Joseph Baga empower or gave them education? But he was standing there that day to the feed them. Oh, even though Joseph Baga was taking $2.9 million per year, and you're not ashamed of yourself. You need to be ashamed of yourself.
Okay.
If I was Jeremiah Kun, I can't issue that statement. Thank you for the time.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. I'm sure we don't have any international caller. Let's take 3 local calls and we'll be done from this conversation. This person, go ahead. 1 minute.
Good evening.
Good evening, Chief.
Okay. This is the woman I'm calling from no community.
Go ahead, Chief.
Let me say this Oliver Khan, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the county presidents we have been touring in Lupa County. I will tell you this clear today. Lupa County, you forgot about Lupa. Today, president, we have beat in Lupa. And maybe it will be another day. See, 40 County in Lupa. If you focus on Lupa, maybe that's where you lose all the Lupa County. So, but we are poor. It doesn't mean nothing. We don't want for Lupa. How much think about you talking about? The other will say that are working in the government. The now minister for Lupa and the minister for Lagua and our qualification carried there.
Okay, thank you very much. We leave you. We take the other person. You made your point. Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead. 1 minute.
Thank you. Okay. My name is Jason Chawi. I work at Basha. What are the developments that are able to face in this country? What are the problems about where there is tractors? It's just selling the shares on the tractor. What is tractors to say? Black them making body giving honor in it. What are the developments that are able to face in the country? Jeff African, etc. Nobody looking for better. Okay,
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. We'll take the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
What did I get out?
Hello. Okay, we leave that person. We take 2 more, then we call it a day. Yes, just one and one more. Hello. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Hello, sir.
Let's hear you, sir. 1 minute.
Okay. Every time you guys been talking about Joseph Boapi now recording of Prince Johnson, no one getting clear today. You know, Prince Johnson is a real fisherman. When we're fishing with the ball, we don't call it name, we'll say bait. Because we say the call it name, then the fish will not go for it.
Oh, yeah.
So, Prince Johnson, we're not going, if you're not going Joseph Boapi, he said the old man. Because Prince Johnson is an old fisherman, so he said the old man. When the old man is old, he never said Joseph Boapi, so he's smart, he's an old fisherman. He couldn't call it bait, he couldn't say wow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, that one he was doing. Don't people, Prince Johnson, the United Banner with no good intention. That's the thing.
Okay.
So even the Humalan, no. They said, no, the guy want to destroy us. They will not go for him. Trust me.
We'll leave you right there. Thank you very much. We'll take the last person. We'll take the last caller. Where is the last caller? We take you, then we call it a day. We cannot take all of the calls. We have multitudes of them coming in, but let's take just this one.
Yeah. Good evening, KLK.
Quickly, you're the last person.
Thank you, and good evening to Alexa. I'm Andrew, sorry from the whole committee.
Go ahead.
Yeah, KLK, I would like to take a start to extend my thanks to the people of Lofa for standing up. The people really make us proud. Even myself, Lofa from Bakolu, Lofa gave birth to Bakolu. And I have my people in Lofa, have my relatives, all of them in Lofa. So thanks to every one of them are standing up. Just election, we need scientists right to tell that the CDC will get lot of votes from Lofa. The people voting for president, we are on the basis of tangible, not on the basis of true politics. No, the people of Lofa will not will be that Papa Joe on the ballot paper until what they will vote president. We are
Okay.
on the basis of tangible. Thanks so much, okay.
30 seconds, we take you. Let's take this question. 30 seconds, you are the only exceptional caller.
Hello, KLK.
Quickly.
KLK, there is my original door, the president from Chichisu Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
You see, KLK, I get a man saying that the Lovier will go for Blanca. Yes, that is whom they will go for him. But we are telling them that because of the development of president, we are telling them that the vote that he received 2017, he will receive more than that. Nobody said for a Blanca president or three Blanca is over, but we say the Lovier. And especially you are saying Lovier. You are not considering you that my country will be a Blanca. But when it comes to the Liberia, Lovier, you have people that they are not ungrateful. They see the tangible like we are getting there. So indeed, they will never be ungrateful because of one old man that will not even take that power. Thank you.
Thank you very much. No, you see. So here is it. And I'm just going to wrap up in 30 seconds. The elections will be on several fronts. Tangible, developmental, max, and political tolerance. These are all things that will contribute to the political space. Lofa is not going to have the same stats it had in 2017. This is something Joe Barker himself is aware of. And for the most part of it, the decision will be reached from a point that not many folks will willfully do, like out of their heart. But it's going to be from a reluctant position, even though it's going to be for the greater good of the people of Lofa. And whatever the outcome will be in the end, one thing I know is that Lofians in general are not ungrateful people. Except somebody want to disprove that. And these elections will provide a clear record to would-be politicians as to how to go about distributing their political projects, positions, and strategic area of trust. The results from these elections will tell you what kind of country are ungrateful, which kind of people are good to do things for because they will pay you back, which kind of people you don't waste your time there because you do whatever, they will not do anything. These elections will make that determination. Whether that we are become president 2029, you have different president 2050, 2080, 20 this and that. In the future, the results from today will manifest in future elections to come. We go home on today's edition. I ain't going to say more on it. But one thing that we know for sure is that Lofians got the message. It is hard. I know it is difficult. You know, you leave a man on the battle and he goes, it's very difficult. But when you know that somebody won't use your man as a bait for the personal reasons, then tribalism, tradition, and all of those things will have to wait aside, and the Supreme
Liberia, for standing with our father, His Excellency, Dr. George Manuel Weah, to develop our country, Mama Liberia.
Johnny be the problem.
All people call you well. Some people call you Paramelis. Someone else call you country giant. For me, I call you Mama Liberia.